Hiya Tom, just a bit of information regarding the chat that we had on the completion of your lesson the other day. After seeking a little bit of information on the move that we both suffer from, I thought I'd just take a bit of time to pass it on. It's very similar to what we have been working on, but just a slightly different way of attacking the same problem. We've been working with a T-peg under the left arm, which is fine, but what we're going to look at here is a slightly different way of looking at this issue. We've been focusing quite heavily on the left and not been having much success with it. If we take a little look as you come through impact, and particularly as you come through impact, we've also got quite a bit of a gap here. We take a little look at Charlie Wee as he comes through impact. We're going to see much less of a gap between the right arm and the rib cage. So even though we're working on that T-peg or that pen under the left arm to allow you or assist you in turning the corner, what we have got to do is maybe take a little look at the right arm as well. So what I'd like to do is spend a bit of time first of all giving you a little bit of a drill that will allow you to get both arms working through together. And you can see here now that from down the line I've got two T-pegs beneath my arms. I've got one under each arm at this stage, but all I'm going to do is take the club back slightly and try and bring it through, keeping the arms tight on the rib cage. And you can see that, keeping the arms tight on the rib cage, the arms are tracing that circle back on the inside as the club swings through, showing the effect that if the arms stay on the rib cage, we will definitely get those arms working back more on the inside on the way through. So what I'm doing here now on the right hand side, and it's far from the finished article, but as I discussed with you the other day, I do get that tendency myself to throw the arms away from me, resulting in a very high exit above the left shoulder. I've got both T's or the T-pegs under both arms at this stage. Taking the club back, arms working in, good compact position, a little bit shorter than your own, which is something else I discussed. Maybe work on a little bit of a shorter backswing. Now as I come through with both arms under the T-peg, but the right arm in particular, even though that right arm's trying to straighten and get away from me, you can see as I come through the arms start to work left much earlier than they did. So not quite as early as when I'm doing the drill, but one thing that's very apparent when I looked at some old footage of myself now, I've much less of a gap here. So we've been focusing quite heavily on the pressure point, i.e. keeping the left arm on the rib cage, which is apparent when you see players like Charlie Wee swinging through impact there. You can see that left arm tight to the chest, but what's also apparent is less of a gap between the right arm and the rib cage as we come through impact. So I think it's just a little bit of something we need to tweak. We've got to try and get the pressure point on the right side improved as well. So between now and when I see you next, what I'd like to see you do, shorten your backswing a little bit, and where we've been hitting shots with the T-peg under the left arm, stick a T-peg under the right arm as well. And if it was me, if I was focusing on one, I'd focus, based on what I now know, a little bit more heavily on the T-peg under the right arm. If you have any questions, feel free to give us a call, and like I said, I hope sharing this little bit of information helps progress your golf nicely. Good luck with it, and I'll speak again soon.